Let's make this budget-friendly and delicious corn soup.
Corn soup, otherwise known as obuakpa, is a native soup eaten by the Igala people of Kogi state, and it's a very delicious soup and easy to make. All you need is dried catfish, your opeye, goat meat, seasoning, salt, pepper, crayfish, and the star of the soup, your dried corn. Start by pounding your corn. I'm doing this with my mortar because my blender is bad, and my food processor, I don't want it to get spoiled since the corn is dried. Feel it won't be able to process the corn properly, so I'm using a mortar instead. And why not? In the village there was nothing like blender in those days, so either you use your mortar and pestle or you take it to the local grinders. Pound until you get a smooth rough texture. You don't want it to be too smooth because you still want to feel a little bit of the corn in your mouth while eating. Then you go ahead to place your pot on fire, add your goat meat. Emphasis on goat meat. For you to get the flavors right, you have to use goat meat, preferably the head of goat. But if you don't have the head of goat, you can use normal goat meat. You're still going to get the flavors right. For me, I don't have the head of goat, so I'm using normal goat meat, and I have boiled it already. I just added it into my pot, added some water, seasoning, my dried catfish. Please don't skip dried catfish because you also need it to get your flavors right. Some panla fish, little bit of salt. I covered it and allowed to cook. When it was ready, I removed my catfish because I don't want it to scatter in the pot. Then I added my crayfish, scotch bonnet pepper, opeye that has been pounded into the meat stock. Rinsed my mortar with some water and poured it into the pot. Added my palm oil, then I covered it to boil for a while. After some minutes, I opened the pot up. I started adding my grounded corn into the pot. I let it boil for some time. I sliced some onion into the pot, added my cooked dried fish back into the pot. Then I garnished with a little bit of scent leaves. They don't add scent leaf in the village, but I decided to do mine as an oversabi wife. So when I was done with the soup, I took it off the fire and placed my clay pot on fire. Some water, allowed it boil. Then I went ahead to mix my corn with water. When the water on fire was boiling, I poured in the corn and water mixture into the pot, allowed it boil. Then I started pouring in my grounded cassava into the pot, and I was turning and turning. What I'm making is called ojabacha in my tribe. It's made from grounded corn and cassava. So that's what you see me making here. When I was done making it, I went ahead to serve hubby and to serve him. That's how we do in the village. There's this stainless plate they use that has drawings on it. If you stayed in the village for some time, you would know the place I'm talking about. It's used also during festive period like Christmas or New Year to serve food to your neighbors. So you put your soup in one and you put your swallow in the other. You put your oje in the other plate and you take some washing hand water and go serve your husband. So that's what I did here. I used clay plates instead because I don't have the other plates. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.